Hi everyone, this is Gershon from Technical Option Traders Inc. So we're going to talk about today how to find stocks to trade for free. Okay, so this is a website called finviz.com. So you just come here. Okay, so how do we use this website? This is a free source that I found, and I found it really helpful for me. Okay, so first thing I look for when I come on this website is I look for groups. Okay, what this helps me do is visualize what sectors have been doing really well, half a year, 3 months, and 1 month. I don't go lower than 3 months and a half a year. This is where I want to focus. So we can see money, where money's been going out and where money's being added. Over the years, you will see how this flips back and forth, right? And it tells you a lot about the market sentiment and psychology of the market. Okay. So the next thing we want to go back is we go back to finviz.com, and then we go to groups, and we can go under charts to have a look at charts. So there's different tools that they have. So the main one I want to focus on is Screener. We can click on maps. Okay, this will show us what sectors are performing really well. You can full screen it. You can, zoom in on it, zoom out of it, right? So we can see how technology is done, and then you can go over each sectors, and then it'll tell you like semiconductors. What the only performing semiconductor that was good was AVGO right now. Okay, so this is something that you guys can look at, but that's a 1 day's performance. So if you want, you can go 6 months of performance and see over the last 6 months under each sector which stocks have done well. So like for example, under communication, we can go over internet and see if any internet stocks have done well. So there's CARG, and then there's SEAT. Everything else is down, right? Telecommunications, TLK, there's a list of stocks that comes up, and it goes on back and forth, right? So what I also like to do is look at ETFs and which ETF is performing well. ETF, as you guys know, is something that tracks each sector, right? So you have SPY, you have Triple Q, you have IWM, and you have Triple Q, TQQs, right? So I'm not going to get too much into it, but you can visually see each ETF. Okay, so there's industrials here, right? In industrials, you can see which sectors are doing really well, right? So for right now, we can see this is a scale at the bottom right, which will show you bright red means down over 24%, bright green means up over 24%. Then you have the lower scale. So this is where you can observe what's happening here. So bright green energy, right? We can look at energy as well. So we can go to energy right here, and we can look at different stocks that are performing really well, right? So 24 minus 24% is Excel. So semiconductors are doing really bad. But it's 3 times bull, so it makes sense. So the other one we want to pay attention to is SMH and where that is, and focus on these individual sectors. This will kind of give you an idea. Okay, this is really good for people who are visual, visual people who like to see what's going on. Okay, now how do we go from here to finding individual stocks? Okay, so this is where I would go to. I would go to performance. Okay, and we go to exchange. We leave as any, country, United States, option and shortable. Okay, and then we go to analyst recommendation. We leave this blank. Current volume. Okay, so current volume over 2 million. Okay, relative volume over 1. Average volume, we're gonna go over 1 million, and sorry, over 2 million. We'll do this. Okay, current volume we'll keep as 1, and then we're gonna go under, make sure it's selected all, and this is the most important tool. So I am a technical trader, so I want to see price above the 20-day SMA, price above the 50-day SMA, price above the 200-day. Okay, and then also we have optional shortable, country, and then the market cap. I want to focus on the bigger names, like large cap names. Okay, so when you select large, it's only going to show you large cap between 10 billion and 200 billion. I like to go over 10 billion, large cap plus everything over 10 billion and more. Okay, so based on these scenarios, we're going to get a list of stocks. Okay, so how we're going to filter this list is we're going to click on half a year, right? This is the half a year that's least performing on this list, and these are half a year that's most performing on this list. And then we're just going to switch over to charts, and we're going to see which stocks are doing well. Okay, and this is a list that's going to formulate. You can transfer this list over to your charting platform, whatever you use, Thinkorswim, TradingView, Interactive Brokers, however you use, and whatever you use for your charting platforms, okay? And then you can kind of get an idea. So the next thing you can switch over to is you can go to TA. This is a further breakdown, and then you can see the percentage over each SMA. What's the volatility in it, average to range. I'm not going to get too much into what these mean. I do explain them in my course. If you guys do want to enroll into it later on, I do a mentorship one-on-one program on our website. So I'll show you guys a website later on. However, and this gives you a good idea, an indication of which stocks are doing well. Okay, so you can you can start charting these stocks and having a look at them and seeing where you can find the movers based on volume, like relative volume up, where the RSI is, depending on your trading style. But this is how you can very easily scan for it. Now let's just say I wanted to go back to performance and I want to go to stocks that are bearish, right? So what I do is price below 20, price below 50, price below 200. And there you go. This is my bearish list. Large, right? And prices below all these EMAs. They're optionable, shortable, relative volumes over 1, current volumes over 1 million, and now we have a chart. Okay, but performance, let's look at performance half a year. These are the least performing, so from least to most. So these are the least performing stocks. This is my bearish list right here. Very simple. And just go to TA. Want to see how oversold these are? You can look at the RSI where it's at 33. So if you're a technical trader, you know anything below 30 is really oversold. So this is getting close to that. How it's doing over the year. So where the momentum is. This is very easy to identify momentum. Okay. Now you can click on maps, and based on these filters, if you just click on maps, it's going to visually show you which stocks under which sector are doing well. And then if you want, you can go 6 months. You can do 1 year. Okay. And you can do show ETFs. All right. So this is what I use. As you guys can see, it's very easy to use this. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it's great for beginners to get started and visually find stocks. All right, guys. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and leave in the comments below what you would like to see.